Houston Texans. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
All right.
Stroud to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He'll tuck it and take off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
To throw is Stroud. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And that'll set up fourth down.
Look the hot, look the hot.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's incomplete. Daring ball on fourth downs. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. The bumps and bruises, they start to accumulate this time of year. And you can always see that in the key inactives for this game. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Here's a 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Milroe. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's into the end zone. Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. His 4th TD grab of the season. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Group is able to add the extra point. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and at best might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with a 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's Stroud. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
Yeah, it's just a really bad decision, Mike, and I'm not really sure what he saw there. The top of his drop, things looked a little cloudy, at least from up in the booth. So down on the field, he's just got to regroup, take what's there, especially early in the game. You don't want to turn the ball over and put yourself behind.
Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
Ready? On the ground, it's Taylor. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
19 right. 19.
Ready? From the gun, it's Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Milroe. Left side, that is caught by Warren. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. They go play action now with Milroe. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now it's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down right
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal.
Play action, it's Milroe. Moving to his right, and he will get into the end zone. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down, Colts.
Hold it ready.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 3rd and 1, it's Milroe. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Taking off, and he's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Indy.
Touchdown.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your pace defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
And 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud to throw here on first down. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. On the run to the right. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. That one off the left upright, but it bounced in. High degree of difficulty, but the doink gets a point. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Rodgers. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
60 Maverick. Ready?
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 31 yards.
That's Pierce in motion.
And the Colts first down.
On first down, it's Milrow. To the left side and taken in by down. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
Here's first and 10.
19 tight. 60 Eagles. Here we go.
Here's Milrow to throw. That one brought in by Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Colts. First
19.
down.
Here we
First
go. Here we
and 10
go.
at the 26-yard
60
line.
Eagles. 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. Warriors 70. Check out.
To throw again is Milrow. He's got it inside the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down.
The 4-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Milrow. That one, take it in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Colts.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I take a G. Watch it. Do it. We survived outside off from the music. Turn his TV off.
House, what's that? Hi. 118. What's that? Hey, south. Why Tony? Buggy.
On first down, it's Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Being on some shit. We go 0 to 100 real quick.
Kaimi Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return is Rodgers. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, go!
On first and 10, it's Milroe. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the 29, here's second and 5. That's Pierce in motion. Milroe gonna look to run it himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
19 tight.
That's Pierce in motion. They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. This is intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Intercepted.
All right.
Turnover on down.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second and 21 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, uno more. South.
To throw is Stroud. Flushed to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
It's now third and 10.
11. At 18. That's it.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They'll go. It's Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Give up the middle to Taylor. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. Jonathan Taylor. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and, Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Rolling right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
118.
Here's Stroud. Taking off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6.
All right. 118. What's that? Why Tony? 19 Texas. Staying open.
To throw, it's Stroud. This one down the field, but will wind up incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18. What's that? Hey, uno. Check. Hey, south.
Stroud to throw. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
4 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Texans first down.
The 32-yard line.
Look the hot. How? What's that? What?
Now, Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, hey.
On second down, Stroud. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third
down and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stroud. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All right. 118. What's that? Hey, uno Mars.
Now Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
21-yard line.
Stroud. That's caught by Gibbs. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
118. What's that?
Stroud going to set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down. And you can tell they know this is coming back. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, hey. 118.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Vinyl. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A give, running right, it's Taylor. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. To the air, it's Milrow. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A big run from Taylor. 32 yards.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
Pass right side to down. And they'll get about half sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Milrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Colts add on to their already sizable lead.
42, Texans 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down by
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Jahmyr Gibbs! And he will go all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Texans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run here with Hill. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Play action. It's Milrow. Forced out wide. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Flush to his right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A 9-yard pass. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud forced to his right. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Regular play action now with Milrow. He's got it. He gets free. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Groupie now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will add one more onto their big lead.
Texans 13.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, right.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
19 Texans.
Throwing is Stroud. Moving outside the pocket. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They finish off the regular season with some momentum, and they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.